with me. I hope that it is healing, comforting, inspiring, life-giving, and motivating. Sincerely, Aaron Hill.
You are gearing up for 2020. You're gearing up for 2020. Let me know if you all can hear me well, just making sure I don't have any static happening in my microphone. You are gearing up for 2020. So the reason why I'm doing this quick live stream, this quick thought, is because even though today is 12/29, and even though we have 2 more days left in our 19, I know for many people, starting tomorrow, Monday morning, when you go back to work, or you're just starting the top of your week, this is going to be the first week coming into the new year. So I just wanted to pause for a quick thought, for some encouraging words to myself, to you, anybody that listens to this live stream. We are gearing up for 2020. And I just want us to stop and just kind of take a deep breath, as you know, which is common of my journey these days. Somebody drop me a line if you can. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. And I just want to say that, as you're preparing to gear up for 2020, tomorrow is Monday. Hey, Marion. Thanks so much for hanging out. I not only wish you the best, which is cliche. What's up, Kenny? Thanks for watching, bro. I wish you the best, not only from a cliche perspective, but I just want to encourage you, because it's time to take a leap. It's time to really move on the things that you feel like are calling you, or feel like you've been called to. It's really time to, hey Teresa, thank you for watching. Hey Dr. Barry. It's really time for you to gear up, right? Coming into the new year, a lot of us, not all of us, set New Year's resolutions and that kind of thing. And it could be a very nervous process, especially when you're excited about something, but you're also really nervous. Hey Edith, thanks for joining. And so I just want to be that encourager, that inspirer today. And so from what Marion says, yes, I can hear you. You and your family inspires me. So Marion, you don't know how much that really means to me right about now. Because, I have a motto, which is, if I can help somebody, then my living isn't in vain. And that comes from, the Mahalia Jackson tune, which, by the way, out of all her songs, that was the least religious song, but it's the most impactful to me. Anyway, what I'm getting at is 2020 is right here. It's right here in front of us. And a play off of the vision deal, 2020 vision, I feel like 2020, it's time for you to allow the visions, the dreams, the ideas, the goals that you have to really, really be birthed. Yes, it's going to come with fear. Yes, it's going to come with uncertainty. It's going to come with all that. But the most important thing, this is what I'm doing for myself. This is what I want to encourage you to do for yourself. The most important thing is to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's the most important thing for growth. That's what this is all about. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Lenny. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Bros. The most important thing is to push yourself out of your comfort zone. You will not make a change in your life if you continue to allow yourself to remain comfortable. And if you keep using excuses in your head that, you're just waiting a little bit more time for X, Y, and Z, insert your excuse of choice. It's time to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because it's the only way that you're actually going to push past the stagnation. It's the only way you're going to push past the complacency. Complacency is a mother. Complacency is a mother. We are definitely a species, like all species that is here today in any capacity. We're a species of adaptation. Adaptation is, one of the highest traits of evolution. Adaptation is what allows you to survive. But then there comes a point where adaptation doesn't allow you to grow. And so the truth of the matter is, 2020 can't just be about survival for you and I. It has to be about thriving. It can't be about survival. The survival trait and survival mentality breeds complacency. Can y'all believe that we're about to actually say 2020? That's so crazy, right? 2020. So I just want to be that encouraging voice. I'm about to launch this year. I'm starting now, getting a head start for those that saw my post I put up a couple weeks ago, where I was saying, like, don't wait until 2020 to get started on your goals. Like, use the end of 19 as a springboard to basically launch you into 2020 and to really get a head start. And so that's where I am today. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. It's nerve-wracking. It can be anxiety-producing. All of that kind of stuff. And so the hell what? And so fucking what? So what? Right? That's what I'm saying for everybody here. Anything that's like, you need to do, and like, there's one part of you that's like, yeah, I need to do it. Let's go. There's the other part of you that's like, no, it's so scary. So fucking what? So what? So what? The definition of courage is going forward in the face of fear. It's not going forward fearless. And I can actually appreciate that. I can really actually appreciate the concept of courage more than the concept of being fearless. More, because having courage is something that is more practical on a day-to-day basis. It's a lot of things to be afraid of out here. A lot of things, And so the tenacity, the perseverance, I would even say the audacity. Hey, Coco. Caesar. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? How's the music coming, bro? Long time, man. Long time. Hope all is well. So, courage, to me, is something that is like, I appreciate it more than being fearless. Because to go forward in the face of fear is a really honorable and admirable trait. So I stand here today as a person who wants to lead by example. I stand here as a person who's just as afraid or as nervous as anybody else. And who's like, so fucking what? So what? Because if not now, when? If not you for yourself, then who? So that's what it is. So I join forces with anybody that hears this and also thinks about, the things that they are facing themselves, whether it's scenarios that don't seem like they're going to change or things that feel scary, whatever. It's time to push forward. And I know that most people's New Year or first week, or like first walking into the New Year is going to start tomorrow, because it's Monday, it's a work day, it's top of the week, whatever, goals, fresh off the weekend. So that's where I am. Drop me a line. Let me know what y'all think about what I'm saying. Because I'm just pondering right now. Really. What's up, Ron? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody here. And more than Happy New Year, Happy New You, right? What do you drop a line as far as, first of all, tell me if you're with me on this courage thing. And drop a line if you're afraid, if you're actually like, there's something that, let's talk about that. Like, I don't even want to talk about the things that we're like really excited about and geared up. Nah, let's just deal with the things that we're afraid of, the things that we don't know about. Stuff like financial security, or like if we're going to have a job, or, if living is going to be taken care of. Appreciate you, Ron. That's what this is all about. This message is about dealing with the real uncertainties and going forward anyway. Determined not to let yourself down. Determined legacy. Let's talk about legacy. Let's talk about the fact that I watched Harriet Tubman, a couple weeks ago, watched the Harriet movie, and was just like, what the hell am I ever complaining about? Ever. So that's where I stand today. I have a lot of things I want to do in the new year. One of them is what you're hearing in the background. It's time for me to go hardcore as a healer, hardcore as a person that is a life changer, not just for myself, but for anybody who I come in contact with. And everything has been set in place for that. Everything has been set in place for that, right? I've been walking it out. Like this, what you hear in the background is an expression of it. And no matter how much you walk something out, you still get to those points where you're nervous about the next step. Marion says, I just joined a ground level opportunity, a pet business, and my anxiety got in the way where I don't want it. If I have what it takes to close a deal and sell my pet products. I love it, Marion. And thank you so much for being vulnerable, because I too deal with anxiety, Marion. And in this point in my life, I've dealt with the most anxiety, depression probably. I haven't been diagnosed, but easy to self-diagnose when you know the symptoms. And it's actually been something that during the times when it's tough, but during the times when it's not, it's actually been like the biggest motivator and the biggest like inspirational thing in my life. It's what's launched me into, an even deeper self-care journey, the next level of it. And you're always happy for next levels, right? So I really learned a lot from dealing with anxiety over the course of these last like several months. And I appreciate where it's taken me, because I'm more focused and determined than ever. And my peace of mind is actually gone to another place because of dealing with anxiety and, really focusing on it and focusing on being well, focusing on self-care. So this year, I'm going to take everybody on a continued meditation journey. I'm going to heal some people while I'm healing myself and just leading myself down this legacy journey. I'm so fucking determined, y'all. Like I can't tell you how determined I am, and how like it's like I love it because it's right in the brink of like fear and uncertainty, which is honestly where I do my best. I think it's where most of us as humans do our best. I think it's probably where any species, it's linked to some of the things I've been talking about recently with the self-care journey, where like when you're in the midst of that place of survival and pushing, then these hormones are released from your body, which start to give you energy and give you drive. So that's where I stand today. And there's going to be times when like all of this goes away and I'm just like, man, what am I doing? Like, what is life? What's going on with life? Like all of that kind of stuff. But the point is and the other reason why I'm doing this too is because I want to be an accountability partner for everybody that actually hears my voice and hears this message. I want to be an accountability partner for you, and I want to feel that same thing, So So that's where we are today. I'm just like, we're gearing up for 2020, and it's just time. So drop a line with like one thing you're afraid about, but at the same time you're determined. Like, you're just like, I'm afraid, but I gotta push through this. I gotta do this so that I can stand in the gap for you, so that I can, be that person, that confidant, that accountability partner, that person that you're vulnerable with, that can understand and empathize. 'Cause that's who I want to be, right? That's about it, y'all. 2020. I just got finished doing one of the most fun things about my journey right now is like doing a meditation with my own meditations. So I just listened to my meditation. If you all haven't heard it, please check it out. I'm really curious if it is effective for you. It's called Deep Breathing, and I'll put the link in this in the chat. You can also go to my YouTube channel and check it out, Aaron Hill TV. And it's fun listening to my own, like, healing myself, And I'm excited because I really feel like this is going to be a deep expression that I'm able to just really enhance others' lives with. And I'm going to the top of the mountain with this. Top of the mountain. So if you or anybody that you know, any organization that you know, would be game and interested in a piano meditation concert, whether it be a house concert or whether it be, a formal concert in a building, let me know, because that's one of the things I'm looking to fill up my schedule with. And tell everybody you know about this meditation journey that I'm on as far as the piano meditations, and send everybody you know. So my album, Key Reflections, is on Spotify, Apple Music. It's free. So please send it to everybody you know for quiet time. Don't have to pay for it. Just send it to everybody you know. I also post that into the chat here. What's up, Rodney? Happy New Year to you and your family, man. Hope all is well. That's about it, y'all. Like, I'm just standing in the gap right now. That's why I started this live stream, not saying anything, just quiet. And here we are. Drop a line so that I can connect with you on your thoughts, the thing you are going forward with courage. Not that you are fearless, but you are totally fearful, but going forward anyway. And let's rock this out together, y'all. 2020 is the year of clear vision. Let's get clear. Hopefully I'll come out of this year not having to wear glasses. Nah, I love to wear glasses, though. Even if I had 20/20 vision, I still would wear glasses. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I look forward to continuing this conversation. Peace, and as always, be well. Look out for those links in the chat. All right.